All right. I call the meeting of the 300 committee to order at 4:40. Um, At this time, we don't have any of our old minutes. Um, So we'll start off with funding and fundraising. Just to fill you in a little bit, Joe, we had about $36,000. I don't have the actual number in front of me right now, left over from the 275th anniversary.
Okay.
The town had an account with that. We did use approximately $1,000 and bought some merchandise. I don't know if Missy told you at all, but she had set it up. One of the businesses in town were doing like sweatshirts, t-shirts, stuff like that, hats. So we bought some of that just to demo to people. There's an online store right now.
Okay.
So we used some of that money, and then we also received a grant through Representative Lenatra in the state for $50,000. So we do have a good start on everything. But I would like to kind of keep going. So we want to try to get our working groups to give us an estimate of what they think their event's going to cost by like mid-fall.
Mhm.
That way, if we need to request from the Samson Fund in town any money for next year, we'll be able to do that. But we do want to try to get this fundraising going with the merchandise that we have. We've been had a couple of events that we've shown it, but we didn't actually sell any yet. So what I wanted to bring up tonight was, do we want to do a bulk order more than that so that we can start going to some events? And also something for you to bring back to the rec committee. Would they have a problem if we set up at the music at the park or also at the farmers market?
I don't think they'd have a problem. I just bring it up at the next meeting.
Okay.
I would also,
Don.
I don't know if this is rec or if this is like the youth sports. So I might be wrong, but we might also want to reach out. If it's rec, then through you. If it's not rec, then reach out to the sports programs about potentially selling at the ball field. Well, at the snack shack.
Okay.
Might be worthy to have a sign up there, basically. You know.
Yep. And actually, I can also put the posters up there too. That would be a good place for the online store. All right. So, what I'm kind of looking for right now is, do we want to do a bulk order so we can start doing the actual live sales at some of these events? And if so, what do we think we want to start off with? So I know like the sweatshirts are around like $60 a piece, and then 20, 30 depending on the long sleeve or short sleeve shirts. And then there are multiple colors and stuff. But first off, do you think we should do that bulk order so we can start doing it? There has been a lot of interest in people wanting to do live purchases instead of online.
Yeah, I would. Yes, and I would probably talk to whoever the vendor is about appropriate sizes to order or most common sizes. Obviously, you don't want 50 leftover extra small sweatshirts that no one's going to use, or 55 XL sweatshirts that no one's going to use, kind of thing. So I'm sure they have algorithms that can say if you're going to order 100, order 20 medium, whatever.
I think it also depends on the venue, right? Like if you're going to be down at the ball field, let's say at the concession stand, there might be a lot of smaller ones because parents buying it for their kids.
Yep.
Yes. Yep.
All right. So I know the music at the park, there's one on August 6th and 20th. And then like the farmers market is August 4th, September 1st, and October 6th. I don't know if I can get an order from her in the meantime. But even if we get a smaller order to start off, and then like you said, check with her algorithms. Do we want to do kind of like make a motion to do a set amount right now, so I can speak with her and get an order in, so we can start to hit a couple of these events this year?
How many items are there?
So there is the cowl neck sweatshirt, and that got a lot of interest from people. There's a regular sweatshirt, which is unisex. There's a long sleeve t-shirt, short sleeve t-shirt, the pajama pants, and hats. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then of course there'll be multiple colors in all those. And a couple different styles of the 300th design.
I thought we had the merch. Don't we have the
We
merch
do.
on the website?
Yep,
Merchandise,
it's all,
there we go.
it's all
I
on
was
the
trying
site.
to find it.
Yeah, just click on the poster, it'll bring you right to the store.
There we go. All right, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so there's 6 total items. I mean, well, personally, I would say you probably don't need to do any of the flannel pants until the fall.
Yep.
Like people buy hoodie. I mean, you can order a small number, but people buy hoodies all year round. People buy t-shirts all year round.
Yep.
But like the flannel pants, that's definitely going to be like a September, October thing. Like if we're looking for an item that we don't necessarily want to have right this second, that would probably be the one that I would think.
Yep. And again, we do have some of the samples of those, so we could get like just a few sweatshirts and
Yep.
we have a sample of the pants. And if there's a lot of interest, we order those for the next event.
Yep.
Um,
What are we thinking about spending?
that's kind of what I'm asking everyone. What do we think is an appropriate amount just to get started with this? And then we can adjust, like you said, once we see what the interest is live sales.
That's a good question. Um,
So I know we need to do multiple colors, but just
yeah, I know that's the
say we did 15 of each type of sweatshirt. So that's 30, and then times that's 1,500 right there. Then should we go a little heavier on the t-shirts? Do we think?
yeah. Yeah, at least now I would say I would think that your hoodie market's gonna be well. Which ones? What are the lightweight hoodies? The I guess they're both heavy duty.
Yeah.
There's just the 2 designs, right, with multiple colors.
There's 3 designs actually, but we don't have to go crazy with all 3
Yeah.
designs. If you want the different design, like maybe we just stick to 2 designs. The third design you can always get online and order.
Yeah, I would. I mean, as a first order, the cowl versus the non-cowl, you might want to keep the same design since they're 2 different sweatshirts.
Yeah.
And just do an order. Because otherwise, if we do like whatever, 30 of each thing or something like that, or 15 of each thing, we're talking about, a lot. Based on, the t-shirt has 3 different designs, the long sleeve shirt has 2 different designs, so.
This would be considered basically the initial rollout too, right?
Yeah, like I said, we did buy, we probably have about 30 pieces of merchandise right now that we've shown at about 3 different events. So people have seen some of the stuff, but nothing we've sold live yet. So this will be like the real first big stuff. Yeah.
I mean, what items had interest? Do we know? Like
exactly? It was over the winter mostly. I didn't get a chance to speak with Emily and Christine because they came out here on Memorial Day and they had a table. But last winter, that cowl neck, that had a lot of interest, and of course the long sleeve t-shirts, but that was right in the middle of winter. So that was that luminary.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I mean, I would order a small batch of basically everything, and I mean, you can order the flannels. I mean, that's only one item if we're not going to order it, so we may as well order it. But I would just not expect the flannels to move off the shelves until fall.
Some of the teenagers love those, but we'll see.
No, you're right. That's true.
Yeah,
it's their pajama pants all day and night.
Yep.
I know. I know. I'm saying this. Meanwhile, my 2 kids are only wear pajamas. So
So right now, if I think it was like, what do they have? So 15 of each sweatshirt, 40, was it 40 short sleeve shirts, 30 long sleeve shirts, like 20 hats. That was about $4,100. And that's the online price. She might give it to us as the lesser price because that's also an
okay,
add-on for us to make from the sale. And I think
Okay.
that's what happened last time is we actually had a reduced price because she just charged us what the actual cost was. So would say $5,000, you think be okay? And we do it both a first order with that?
yeah, I would say.
All right. Can I have somebody make a motion for that?
I'll make the motion to approve the expenditure of $5,000 to get the initial merchandise rolling. 300 committee.
Second that.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. All right. Anybody have anything else under fundraising? Okay. Moving on, we don't have any bills right now. For the working groups, other than myself, there's nobody else here to discuss any working group reports. I'm still trying to recruit people for the parade, so I'm still working on that. And then that leads us into recruitment. That's our biggest thing. We really need to start getting some people for the committee itself and for the working groups. I have had the intention of getting on to social media and to try to get people, but I haven't had that opportunity yet. I don't know how much that will give us, but anybody have any ideas on recruitment to try to get some townspeople to interest?
I'd say one thing would be possibly reaching out to the high school for those kids that need community service hours.
Would that be more for the committee or more for when we actually need to start setting things up?
Well, at least
Or I
we're
guess
setting,
doing
The-
events and stuff
For the
too, though.
events and stuff. But while we're on that topic, I did speak with the school because we did come up with a list of some specific people that we'd like on the committee, and then others are at large. And one was a representative from the school. So I did speak with Steve Blatt, one of the assistant principals. He said as when school starts again, come back and speak with the principal, and we'll try to get either a teacher or a teacher and a student involved with it. So hopefully we'll get a representative from the school system in the fall. But that I was even thinking that that's a great idea for at least during the events, but maybe even when we set up tables for sales, if we can get just like one or two people from the committee, but also some of these students to help out with sales or something.
Right.
Okay.
Sorry, Don, I think I cut you right off.
Oh, no, that was fine. No, I was just saying, if we have the list or John, if you have a list of the working groups and what needs what, I'm happy to blast social media with stuff.
Okay, they're so they're right on the town website on our page.
Are they on the 300th page?
Jana had put out the ones that we had discussed so far. Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, okay. So gala, old home day, historic house tour, scavenger hunt, those things.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
So we need to get some more members for those working groups so that we can start getting the planning and at least a rough estimate of what we'll need, so we can secure some extra funds next year if we need to.
So right now, are we only shy one member technically? We have a
For the
vacant
committee?
citizen at large? Yeah,
No, so right now we're missing a military member, a business community member, a school member,
oh, yeah, yeah,
a
senior, veterans, youth,
a
business,
Native
okay, yeah,
American member, and then I believe 3 at large. But we
Okay.
were capable of being up to 15.
yeah, okay,
So there are plenty of seats for the regular committee, but also, if someone just wants to concentrate on one of the events.
yeah, I can start blasting the social groups.
Okay. And then once we just get the approval from rec, we can put out the, we'll be at these events with some of the merchandise and see if there's any interest there.
So our next concerts are July 23rd, August 6th, and August 10th.
Yep, that's, I did have those listed, yeah. So, yeah, I didn't think we would make there's probably not enough time for you to check and to do the, order for the July one, but I don't know if the August 4th and 6th between the farmer's market and the music, if we can make
Our
those or not.
next meeting is the 5th.
The 5th? Okay.
I mean, that's something that we could probably spin right around that. next
Yeah,
day.
but as long as I get the order in and you approve, we can just tentatively set up a couple people to be available that day. And if it's okay, we'll show up. If not, we'll wait for the next one.
Okay.
All right. Um, and, John, any more going forward with the brewery? Is the selectman gonna let them do a pop-up or are we still waiting to hear on that?
So I've talked to them about that a couple times. Right now, it's in their court to submit it to us.
Okay,
So they are doing the music nights. I guess I could talk to them about doing it at those too. But they were looking to do a pop-up at the beach, and we're just kind of waiting. As far as I know, we would be fully on board with it, but we're just waiting for them to submit it.
okay. Sounds good. John had, gone to the brewery in the center here to see if they would be interested in maybe doing a, like a beer for us or something as a collaboration, a fundraiser.
That's great.
And what they suggested instead is sometimes the beers will go a few days without being sold or something, so they wanted to do the pop-ups down at Grays Beach, and then they would, give a percentage of that to them. So I think that's what we're waiting to, work on. How you doing?
It's going.
Not too bad.
I'm great. How are you? Same old, same old. Yeah.
Never changed.
No, Paul.
All right, so that sounds good. We'll see what they have to say about that. And, even if we can get them for a couple this year, that's great. If not, if we can get them on board for next year, that would be awesome.
Yep. Yeah, I think I do think the two of us, at least, or anyone else wants to, but two of us should go meet with them.
Sure.
Just to have a little more of a formal discussion with them.
Okay. We'll be in touch and we'll try to figure out a night that works.
Yep.
All right. So that's all I have on the agenda. So anything, I have nothing for new business. Actually, sorry, I do. I don't know if you can see, Dawn, but the book committee wanted me to show this. They did a pamphlet, and it's just a couple of brief stories of how they're gonna lay it out. So it's just kind of showing what the book is gonna be like.
Mhm.
So there's another group that's private that's doing a book for the 300th anniversary. And when they're done, they're going to give the rights to the town of Kingston. So if you want to take a look at that, that's kind of just a sample of what they're gonna do. All right, so that That's all I have. Anybody have anything else for, new business?
I do not.
I do not either.
Okay. All right, so hearing that, does anybody have a motion to adjourn?
Don, I'll let you do this one.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
All right,
I'll second that.
sounds good. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right, thank you very much, everyone.